There's a tantalizing edge where pleasure flirts with danger, where desire takes on a rougher, more primal form, and that's where rough sex and BDSM find their playground. Both worlds share a common thread: power, intensity, and sensation. Yet, they're not the same, and for those who dare to step into these realms, understanding the difference can mean the difference between unforgettable ecstasy and an unwanted boundary being crossed. The first rule of any intimate, edgy encounter is this: talk first, touch later. Lovers who crave intensity, whether it's a firm hand on the throat, hair tangled in fingers, or wrists bound with silk or rope, need to build trust before play. This isn't about killing the mood, it's about deepening it. Nothing is more seductive than anticipation, than whispering your limits and fantasies to someone who listens with intent. Those who explore rough sex learn quickly: boundaries are sexy. A safe word? That's not a kill switch, it's the ultimate sign of trust, giving both partners permission to push edges while knowing exactly where the line is. BDSM, however, is the refined art form of this intensity, a centuries-old world of ritual, play, and power exchange. It's more than cuffs and whips, it's the erotic charge of surrender and command, of negotiated limits and agreed-upon roles, bondage and discipline, dominance and submission, sadism and masochism. Each element carries its own flavor of thrill. The rope that restrains can become an embrace. A firm hand can be both punishment and praise. For some, it's overtly sexual, the ultimate turn-on. For others, it's about something more: control, release, identity, or even healing. Within these communities, knowledge is power. Rules and safety are not restrictions. They are what allow the play to become fearless, imaginative, and deeply intimate. Rough sex, on the other hand, often feels like the wild cousin of BDSM. It's raw, spontaneous, and often lacks the structured dance of negotiations. It might mean a passionate shove against a wall, a bite at the height of desire, or nails raking down a back. But here's where lovers often stumble: what one calls rough might feel playful, while another might find it overwhelming or frightening. Without the shared language and rituals of BDSM, rough sex demands excellent communication and emotional intelligence. Two people can want the same thing and yet mean very different versions of it. And when that happens without clarity, seduction can turn into misunderstanding and sometimes even harm. Online dating and hookup culture have made these misunderstandings more common. Two people, strangers except for messages exchanged behind a screen, meet with the idea of rough play. He says he likes it, she says she's into it too, but their fantasies were written in different languages. The night that should have been pleasure can unravel into something painful, sometimes even legally or emotionally devastating. This is why adult education and communities around kink matter. They aren't about taboo for taboo's sake. They are about protecting passion while keeping it consensual. So what makes rough sex thrilling and safe? The same things that make BDSM strong: negotiation, consent, and care. Lovers must speak plainly about what excites them. Do you want hair pulled, skin slapped, control taken? Do you crave resistance, or do you want to yield completely? What's off limits? What's sacred? Safe words and signals are crucial, not to ruin the heat, but to make it burn hotter. There's nothing more erotic than knowing your partner trusts you enough to hand over control, knowing you will return it when they say so. Start slowly. Test the waters. A rough tug, a sharp kiss, a playful swat. See how your lover responds. Build intensity like a slow seduction. Let the body speak before the hands take command. And always, always keep clarity when the night blurs. Alcohol and drugs numb instincts and slow reactions. In a world where power play can be intoxicating, clarity is the most erotic tool you own. And remember, even intensity has limits. Hands on the throat, ligatures around the neck, these are not toys. The neck is fragile, blood flow is precious, and oxygen is life. Never gamble with that. Pleasure should not cost someone's safety or future. At its best, rough sex and BDSM are about intimacy amplified. They are not only about physical sensation, but about trust, vulnerability, and freedom. They are worlds where lovers reveal their darkest wishes and where power is exchanged like a gift. For those who crave these edges, the best advice is simple: learn the language, honor the boundaries, and let consent be the sexiest part of the game. In that shared space, the play becomes limitless and unforgettable.